Alright, welcome, motherfuckers, to another exciting episode, hopefully, of Cho'gath Tries Top Lane. So, keeping with the trends of, hey, let's not go crazy here. We're old. We're not good. Let's play simple crap. In this particular case, we are trying out, as you can see, a little bit of Cho'gath. A little bit of the old Cho, a little bit of the old Void Beast chomping on things. Standard rollout you're going to want to run with this is you're going to just try and be as unkillable as inhumanly possible. Grasp is great. You want for runes, right? Resolve, because you're going grass. You're going demolish. You're going surprisingly not second wind. You actually want the one that gives you the bonus resists, like armor and magic, at 9 minutes or 12 minutes, whatever it is, and overgrowth, because, you know, you're going to be chomping a lot of minions. It's really nice. And then for your secondary, go with precision, because you're going to want probably triumph, and although in Triumph it was good, but I think maybe presence of mind would have been better in this matchup, because I am against a manaless Renekton. It would have been better. But then you go with the Legend Tenacity, right? You just want all of the tenacity possible. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So I've got a set jungle running lethal tempo. He is not as good as the hack room. We'll see. Cassidon, great pick into a LeBlanc, just because you lose early, but if you don't die 3 times during the laning phase before you hit 6, you win. Here we've got our first full engage, little quick hits. You know, I got my grasp up. I was hoping he'd come back for another auto. I'm just naturally going to heal through this. I don't have to go anywhere. We're also doing only red side vision. So, you know, it's not going to be as much of a giveaway as to what the enemy's doing. We're gonna do a little bit more focused on we only see what we only saw this game. And then a bot lane Lux and Misfortune, hilariously enough, both running Arcane Comet into Zaya Soda, both running Airy for some reason. Electrocute on LeBlanc makes sense, and then of course the Phase Rush goes Hack Room. Phase Rush is fine on Hack Room, Conquer is fine on Hack Room, like both are really good. It's all, it more goes down to playstyle. And then of course Conqueror on the Renekton. Now, he decided to take Teleport, which I'm good with. So if you are going, hey Grasp, if you're going with Cho'gath, you want to start E, then take a point into Q, then W, max E, then max W, then max Q. That's how you want to go in that order. Right? Because if you're going tank Cho'gath, most of your damage is coming in off that E. And you want the you want that timer to get lower, right? So deals extra damage plus max health damage in the slow. Yeah, it's not exactly like Renekton's going to be stacking max health, but it's good into tanks. It's good into pretty much whatever you're fighting. There's very few times that you want to max W or max Q. That's only if you know you're going to get pushed and you have to use Q to farm, which is fine. At this point, let him do his trade in. I'm going to try and take some quick trades. I'm nice and back on it. We're okay. He's got, of course, his Q to heal up. So the early point, neither of us have Ignite. We're not going for any immediate kill. But now that I've got my silence, I can kind of zone him with it, and he knows it. He has to kind of go back. I missed the cannon. Yeah, that happens a lot. Bad timing. Because I want to try and set up a ward, because Heck Room with a Ghost is going to be coming in fast. Pretty much guaranteed he started red, he's going to be going into blue, and I'm going to be getting ganked. So I need to have a ward up, and hopefully I can not die to it, but we'll see what happens. Cho'gath is kind of easy to gank in some ways, because you are immobile. So here I can see that the Hecarim is running up, and I immediately start coming down to try and help out. I got him with the silence, so he couldn't jump into me and knock me back. Unfortunately, the set whiffed the flash E, and we did not get the stuns. If we had gotten stuns, that's at least 1 kill, maybe 2. My opinion, he's going too far up. There's no advantage in this. He's able to get that hit from the grit. I'm able to get him just to dash, but really, there's not a huge victory. Silence. I did not have close enough range to do E, but even then, I would have needed to, the Q was on cooldown, I wouldn't have been able to actually get the kill off of that. Also, I have to be careful, because it's fine to use your E for your, to max it when you're going tank to push. Because it costs 30 mana, and everything else is like 70 and 60. And you can actually move the wave pretty good. Sometimes you don't want to over-push it, but Cho's natural passive is when he kills an enemy, he gets back some health and mana, and this scales up with your health and mana. So the higher this goes, it kind of keeps being nice. So at this point, right, I'm back to 3/4. I'm still pushing this in. I'm doing what I can do. I've got a ward right there, which is nice. I've got that little ward in the middle of the river. But there still is the concern that Hecarim with the E at the right timing is going to jump me real fucking fast. We're both 5. We got first blood on the MF, which is always nice to have. I take a lot of damage, but now that he's got his dash, he's going to be very difficult for me to actually trade into. Because he can jump in, quick stun, Q, jump back out, before I can actually do much from him. He had some good footwork there, not getting hit. Now here's the problem. I am taking way too much damage. I'm trying to get what I can, but now I went out of mana, so I did not have the Q for the extra knockup to get out, and he hit 6 off it. I did not play that well. I did not play it well at all. I really, really should have just tried the earlier flash, but I forgot about the ridiculous range that stun has. So I'm back with the bombies. I feel pretty good. We are very, very close to hitting 6. Basically, we needed a minion and we're 6. At this point, we actually could have turned to the fight. I was 1 minion off of actually getting a kill out of that. First thing I do is I ate the minion because I want to try and get some stacks on me. And it is a little bit difficult with the Cho because you're not always saving your ult for fights. You want to try and use it on minions. You want to try and get those stacks, right? Because you get, as you can see, 80 health for each stack. And you cap on minions, but you can keep going up on like dragons and epics and champions devoured, let you go over the normal stacks, which is nice. So these 6 stacks are from minions and non-epic jungle monsters. So I don't want to fight right now. Like I'm on, I do not have my ult. He does have his ult. I will lose any of these scraps. So they saw the set, they're pinging him out, as you can see, even though we don't have him Majigger. So now he's got him upgraded, able to get that knock in, but the downside is, here comes a Hecarim, who knocks me back into the fight. I've got the knock up, but he still had flash from 4, able to get the stun kill on me, and I'm dead. Unlucky. Unlucky. The set's been farming pretty decent, but the Hecarim's been ganking. So, a little bit less thrilled with that. And so he's just going to stay up here, soak this wave. Can't last hit worth a fuck. He's missing all of the CS. He got 2 CS out of that entire wave. He was at 42 out of that giant wave. He got fucking 2. Ugh, pain. I'm still up on CS, even though I'm 0-2 to the Renekton. Unfortunately, the kills have been going onto him. He was going with the the health-based build to start off. I finally got a little bit of armor on me, as you can see now. But very importantly, I got the speed. Because I bought boots, he did not buy boots, so I was able to run him down. So just like he was able to run me down previously, I was able to run him down this time. Now I get my level 8. I am okay with this. I'm just going to keep kind of going with this farm lead. I'm a little bit leery because of the hack room being up here twice. I don't want to like overcommit any kind of push. I do want to crash it, but at the same time, I don't want to use my... There we go. Not until I actually had to crash this wave. And I just want to try and get at least one plate. Just one plate. Because my jungler is nowhere near here. This hack room could be here. Thankfully, there is a giant wave. Renekton comes up. I'm able to get 2 plates. That's fantastic. That's 320 gold. That's the equivalent of getting another kill. So at this point, gold-wise, if we take a look-see here, I'm actually up 400 gold, even though he's got 2 kills to my 1. Like, I'm okay with this. So now we went right into the Steelcaps. We are not worried about finishing the Mythic, because boots are more important. I need to be able to run away from him, and I need to be able to run him down like I did before, because now he's got tier 1 boots. He's got the brown boots. And if I want to stay able to scrap this, so I pinged about missing, because he's almost got teleport. I do not have teleport just because of the timing. So he's got a good amount of health because he went with Phage and he went with the giant ruby crystal, essentially, the Kindle gem. So we're almost at 9. We do have this XP advantage, which is nice. Our bot lane's doing okay. They're doing some damage to Raka. Cassidon's doing pretty good. But the issue is still kind of in the jungle here. Hecarim, now that he's 8, I mean, even when he was 6, he could definitely make some plays. Part of me wants to get rid of this war. The other part goes, what's the point? It's turned off anyways. No point in clearing it. I mean, Renekton knows it's there. I want to take this this wave as much as I can. They're pinging up vision. I want to go for it, but I also want the minions. So I'm able to actually do pretty good on this trade. I guessed the Q incorrectly. Now I gotta run. Thought he was gonna try and jump me again. He did not. So at this point, because I got chased off, my ward is forfeit because it's more important that I try and take this out. I've got my ult. I could make a scrap for it. Part of me wants to just take another quick stat off of the off of a minion, but we can't. So, because then he'd definitely all in me. I'm going in because Caston's coming in, but there's nothing he can do because he did not swerve around and like jump over the wall. Like coming in over here and then going around to the back and let me crash. That didn't happen. Otherwise, we could have done. We definitely could have done a run on this. But right now, because he's there, it means that their jungler's going to come up to try and help out. I'm getting a little bit nervous. I need a ward. I think I should have warded further this game than just that bush because of how fast Hecarim can come in. Because if I see him on that ward there, with his E and with Ghost, he's already moving so goddamn fast that he'll be at me as I basically notice it. So here we just want to try and push it in. And we're just going to knock him up, and then we're going to move it back a little bit. So at this point, he's got mercs. I can no longer run away from him or run him down at the same speed. He actually might be faster. I'm 390 base. He's 404. So he's actually faster than me naturally, bastard. Stupid crocodile of doom. So I got him with the silence, but unfortunately, here's a Hecarim. He went the long way around. I've got a sec coming in. He gets the knock up. Interesting choice in that. Was not able to get the stun out again. At this point, I'm standing here trying to keep him alive, get the bite. We're able to get the drop in there from the tower, and we're able to win the fight because Set was able to kind of like power into it, and of course he gets to clean up my wave. This time he's actually successfully almost last hitting those things. I'm totally good. You do not ping out your jungler if he's doing this, because what he did was prevent the wave from crashing. The wave crashes, it's going to bounce back, and I'm going to have a really, really bad positioned wave. So I had enough gold on me that we were able to go from Kindle Gem Boots, like plated, into Frostfire and Bramble Vest. I now have 169 armor. I am really tanky. He is getting there with his build, but I have just a crap ton of defensive stats. I don't have anything to help me against a LeBlanc, but I've got a good amount to try and stay alive as much as possible in this way. After my two kind of... So the first death was dumb, the second death was okay, because we were able to turn it into a 2-for-1. So I'm alright with it. I'm going to kill this pink ward. My pink ward. Haha! Bitch! My pink ward bush. So we're both still level 11. Bramble should help at this point a good amount because of his inbuilt Q heal. It's nice to have. Otherwise, I probably would have built a... honestly, some... what you call it? Instead of going into the Thornmail, if they didn't have, like, the Renekton, I probably would have gone into the, builds out of the Glacial, whatever the hell it is. Gives you, like, 400 mana and 80 armor. Like, it's solid. It is solid. Because mana's a problem, right? He doesn't need it, and I do. So at this point, I'm just trying to use my passive to give me as much as possible. You notice he didn't heal for a shit there. Okay, his ult's off. Not a problem. He wants to try and get on me. That's quite alright. Able to get the hit. He was able to dodge knockup. Good for him. I don't want to overcommit again because I am concerned about a Hecarim. He is not on the map. There's a big old fight going on, and he was not part of it. There is no objectives that he's probably working on other than he could potentially be going with the Rift Herald. And if he's Rift Herald, it means that if I die, they take my tower for free because they're just going to drop it and pop the tower. And then be able to crash it into the second tier. Taking a fight right now without being able to see him. Now I can. I know he's down there. I know he's around Dragon Pit. So it's good. I can go aggressive now if I want. In the next 30 seconds, prior to him being able to get up there. That's how fast that force bastard is. But at this point, I just kind of want to keep the farm going. I don't want to do anything too crazy stupid. I really wish that I had moved up into range of the, with my Bramble so we wouldn't have got the full heal. So he was able to get the heal from the Soraka. That's a problem. The Hecarim stole Drake. That's a problem. They're up 2 dragons now on us. At this point, the Xayah has also ended up getting 5 kills on her from how she started. The Soraka's dying a lot, but it's the Soraka she's a heal bot. But she was getting big. She is getting big. And as we can now see, our set is 1, 3, and 4, but that Hecarim is 6, 3, and 5. He is preying on that bot lane brutally. Kassadin somehow is 402. He was not properly punished. I kind of took the heat for that with the Hecarim coming top lane more than mid, and sort of let the Kassadin free farm. So if you look at the fact that Kassadin is... oh, and this is a great item on Cass right now. Frown of the Shattered Queen. That's safeguard ability for a chap that has to dive in point blank into an entire team. So you can see that I am very low on mana. I do not want to necessarily take any fights. Fights are bad. And I have not been paying enough attention to the stacks. I've been sitting on my ult. I should have been getting stacks, but I'm not getting stacks. I do have 2 grand to spend, and I am basically 2 grand up over this Renekton just for staying around in these lanes. So we got finished Thornmail, and we're starting on a Juvie bead because the next item I want to go into is Warmogs. Warmogs because I want to be able to trade, do okay in the trade, pull it back, wait 15 seconds, go back to full health, go back in. Unfortunately, things just went bad, and they were able to get a kill in on our Kassadin going on to the Xayah, which was huge gold for her. Now we have a problem. But she's doing Eclipse Xayah. So again, extra value off this Thornmail. It was a good buy. Unfortunately, I have no real protection against this LeBlanc. Yes, she's 0-0 with very bad CS, if we're being honest. I mean, she's 76 CS. That's the lowest non-support CS, including junglers, tops, everybody. I want to try and roll down and help out, but I also want to get a board here because you know that they're probably going to be going before the red. I don't want to run into 3 of them, but with these guys coming, I'm cool with it. Get the silence in. And she's able to make it out, but the extra clone dies because there's all of these clones. But you can see that now that the Xayah has 2 finished items, she's hitting like a Mack truck. And LeBlanc is very difficult from the Cho'gath self to be able to lock down. I am very tanky, but I have 84 magic resist versus my 212 armor. I'm getting up there in bonus health, but I need more. I only have 4 stacks at 21 minutes. That's not enough. I should have been farming better. I've got 480 bonus health out of it, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. I have 0 complaints about this. But I am also not built to kill people. I am built to just not die and be annoying in team fights. And
shut down.
I can kill if I need to. Like, you know, I got a couple of kills, solo kill, and then well, I could have got another solo kill if it was a one-on-one, but so they saw me real quick. Just launch it out there, try and get a little bit of vision down. The LeBlanc's an issue for me because I am a big target, and it's very easy for her to land chains on me and root me in place. If that happens, I'm going to get a follow-up silence into a root from the Soraka, and then probably a stun from the Renekton, and I'm just not going to be a champion. I'm just going to be a pylon that just takes a lot of abuse. So in comes him. So his charge hit me. Unfortunately, we just missed the root from the LeBlanc. Unfortunate, just at the tail end. It happens. I'm going to help out a lot here because this Drake's coming up. Now, this is kind of interesting. Some people would make a play TPing top or walking top to stop the Renekton from being able to take out these towers. Because I do have this tower up. The thing is, though, that's a dragon, and we don't have any. We need dragons desperately. We cannot let them go onto Soul Point. Like you saw my job, just stand in the middle, try and silence and slow and knock up anybody that comes near me. Right? I'm just here to be annoying. That's my life. I am here to be annoying. Haha! Knocked up. See, it does no damage when you do tank builds. You do 0 damage from your Q. And I'm coming down here because I need to chomp this thing. Because my ability to take epic monsters is pretty much second to none. I don't think there's anybody in the game that's better. Like, Smite does 900 damage. This does 1193 true damage to jungle monsters. Right? I outsmite. So my health is never really a problem, but my mana is kind of always an issue. Glacial would be really, really nice to have. But we need the Warmogs. Because of how much we're doing quick trades and we need to kind of get out and get the health back, and I don't want to burn through all my mana doing ease to do it. And the more health I stack, the bigger my ult is. So at this point, it's more important for me when nobody has any defensive like health items yet, that getting a really giant juicy ult is quite nice. Right, we got a bunch of extra, we got extra regen coming in off of it. We're doing 725 true damage to a champ, and now 1250 to a jungle monster, right? This is a good amount of damage. We are okay with this if somebody gets too close. Basically, if you look at how much she has, she's got 1554. And if she's got 1554, then I can actually like take half her health. She's at half health. A flash chomp. I thought he was going to try and jump trade on me. My bad. He's gone. He's gone forever. Well, not forever. He'll be back eventually. But you saw how that trade went, right? That Renekton with his Gore Drinker can't do shit against me. So I see on ward that the horse boy is coming down, but also my set's coming down. I'm pretty sure we can win this fight. So right now they are scrapping it out. I'm coming in. He gets the big stomp. I'm able to get the silence. And I went for the flash to get the jump, but Lux was able to drop. Here, unfortunately, you can see me whipping a lot of stuff and taking a crap ton of abuse. Silence, bunch of knockups, escaped the roots, but I just kind of went into... I held 3 of their team members back. And that's my job, right? Like, just don't die, just be a giant distraction, just accept the fact that you're going to take a huge amount of abuse and just try and live through it. Now, there's 10 kills on this Hecarim. This is an issue. He is building very, very strong. Like, he's got Sunderer, he's got Death's Dance, he's got Spirit Visage, he's got his tank items online. He should be going with Hysterics soon. He better. It's an amazing item. Out of any breed. I mean, it's like core. Almost every build. It's really, really good. So I just wanted to push that in. I am worried. I am low mana. With my low mana, there is a problem. If somebody jumps me, I will not be able to scrap them out because I won't have enough mana. Now I am here because I wanted stacks, and I'm also need to hit 1,400 gold, well 1,450 I should say, and now I can buy Warmogs. Very important to have. There we go, now we got the Warmogs. Now if we take a look at what the ult does, now we're up to 777. But very importantly, we definitely have the bonus health. I mean, I've got 840 bonus health just off of my feast stacks. And that means that, yeah, we're going to be restoring 233 health per second if we haven't taken damage within 3 seconds. Or 6 seconds, my fault. So, you know, it's pretty easy to happen. I see Cassin's going down. We were able to get rid of the drop the Hecarim. But the LeBlanc was able to come in and assassinate the Misfortune. That's what she does. I'm very giant, but I feel very, very slow. The Renekton is able to full push the top lane there. Or, sorry, bot. He's now got to leave because I'm TPing in. Why am I TPing in for just this? Very, very simple. Dragons up, my whole team's there. This way we can chase the Renekton down. I'm still here in case of a fight, even though their jungler was dead and their mid was dead. There was no negatives in me using that. And the Renekton stayed around. Is going in to fight the Lux. I thought he was going to try and jump in. He didn't. And we were able to get the kill there. Casting did the damage. Now we've got a Bramble going in on the Renekton, which seems very strange because in that fight, nobody with any AD attacked him. Nobody. So we got Demolish up. There we go. That's the Demolish proc. Nice. In comes the Hecarim. He hits me, fears me into the tower. I take 5 turret shots, and I'm at 3/4 health with all of that. I actually got a really good knockup, but I got rooted. Hit him with the silence. He's still able to hit me. I'm just eating my way through. Get another knockup. I'm still going. She hits me with the silence. Gets the autos. Another E charge into me. I'm still going. She misses the chain. We get the root. Misfortune comes in. We get the kill. I got the chomp on my ult. Yet another stack. Everybody just turns into a stack. Why? Because I lived through all of that like absolutely nothing, like a boss. Didn't even need to use flash, because thankfully I didn't have flash. So, now Warmog is kicking in. And I'm back to full health. So, all of that for absolutely nothing. Now the issue is, I don't have mana, guys. I don't have it. I need to buy an item with some mana. If there was more AP threats, I would have actually gone with a Thimblewinter, which would be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But they only actually have 1 AP threat. It's just a little long. They are, a Sona that's not actually doing damage, but they've got the Hecarim, the Renekton, and the Xayah. I need on. I have zero fear about them. I just keep walking up to take minions. Which is dumb. I only have 300 mana. This is kind of a problem. Now, whenever I kill a minion, I do get 7.3 back. Which, it's not terrible. Now, if I could last hit something right here, it'd be alright. But apparently I can't. 1. I got 2. I got 2 minions out of that. The timing was not there. So I've been very active in these fights as a giant zoning tool, but my scoreline of 335 does not show that at all, which is a bit of a bummer. So now we are going into something because I realize I need MR because of what the LeBlanc's non-stop chains were doing to me. We need to have something in place, so we need some more MR. So we went with Aegis of the Legion, also the ability haste. There's nothing wrong with putting ability haste on me. I need a ward over here. I am not afraid to walk into this dead zone to get a ward down, because I'm level 17. Highest level in the game. And it would take 3 people at this point to kill me. And I am not concerned about that, because if they put the Hecarim, the LeBlanc, and the Xayah into me to drop me, it means that we're free to farm up, push something else, maybe even get the Baron. I can afford to play a little bit fast and loose here, because it takes so long for me to die. They can rotate to me too if need be. I am 80 CS up on my Renekton, because he's got to be careful in splitting and I don't. I'm also up here right now because there is a dragon coming up right away, and another chem drag would be super nice. get the knock up into that, fight him. Chew him down, jungler's dead, and dragon's up in 8 seconds. That's the play you make. So each of these is not good for me, for Chemtech. You deal extra damage for enemies with more current health than me. I have 5,400 health. Nobody has more health than me. I get no benefits off of this, but into a Renekton Hecarim, really good for the rest of my team. So at this point, I just walk at them. They'll just hit me with roots and slows and stuns, and more slows. But by doing this, all I'm accomplishing is keeping them completely off of the dragon. That was our third Drake. We're now on Soul Point. Chem's Soul is interesting. It's really, really nice in team fights. It's super annoying to deal with. I'm just wandering around, just being a big old prehistoric Godzilla-looking Cho'gath, just walking around, doing stuff. I'm not really splitting. I didn't go Hullbreaker. There's no point in Hullbreaker for me. I need actual straight-up, just pure tank. My job is to stand in front of the Lux and the Misfortune, and to silence and knock up anybody that's trying to do anything. Keep my damage dealers alive. That's all I do. Like, that's all I do. Like, hey, you can go on me. That's fine. You can go on me too. I'm going to flash out to get back to the rest of my team as we try to reconnect. Unfortunately, Lux missed that. I got a good disengaged knockup. Now at this point, I'm just walking back because I've got to wait my 6 seconds for my Warmog to start kicking in. There we go. Warmogs is starting to come back. Okay, at this point, there's a really good chance that they are going on Baron. I'm just hitting a little bit so I get some mana back, because I want to make sure I got enough mana for the Chomp. We're able to pop them off. You go splat. I'm back to full health again, so I can stand by or in front of this Lux. She just mistimed it. Unlucky. It happens. Almost got the pop out there on the Soraka. But she doesn't have a lot more escapes. And there she is. Where are you going? Get her with the knockup. Pop her. I didn't get the kill for that. The Lux did. I'm fine with it. Like I said, Q doesn't really do much for damage in this build. That's not what this build's about. This build's about the E. Right? We're doing 70. Not a lot. But the slow's 50. And we're doing 8% max health damage. Granted, they don't have too much for tanks, but it's alright. This is only 275 damage. This is not much. And the knockup's 300 and slow again. We're not doing crazy amount, but we are doing 1,029 true damage with our chomp, which feels nice. I've got 3,200 gold on me again. I definitely could have gone and went shopping a little while ago. There we go. Now we've got the item that we need. Gargoyle Stoneplate. I mean, 60 armor, 60 MR, 15 haste. Yeah, I didn't get any health out of that. It's okay. But we went with the Warden's Mail. Because we are going to be doing the Glacial Shroud next, right? Shroud. Glacial whatever. So this is nice, because it's the 40 armor. We're up to 340, 155 MR. And the Rock Solid's very fun, because it reduces the damage by up to 25 per hit that she hits me, capping at 40% of the damage. So I'm just standing around in here, going, chomp. You get chomped. And through all of that, I'm basically at full health, just walking around. There is zero threat in me dying in these fights, because if they decide to all in me, it means that they lose. If you all in the tank, you just lose. I'm so giant, I got really sad. Kassadin is a level 18 Kassadin. He is fully turned on. He is very scary. I just wander around with no fear of death. So we got the slows going. Of course, he's waiting on his E or his ult. He's got multiple escapes. The thing was, he was one auto ult off the dying rate. So I'm very sad I couldn't get that last auto. He was able to get his E for the escape. Makes me a little bit sad. So we got Drake. We now have Soul. Soul for this is when you take lethal damage, you become a zombie. You get a Scion passive for free. That is fun. You just suddenly become Scion. So I'm getting chased at by their level 18 Zion. She is 12, 4, and 5. She is really big. She's got full build, Collector, LGR, Lord Dominus Regard there. She's got the transformed Muramana. She's got the Eclipse. She's got the IE. I think she should have gone for a different item outside of Eclipse. This is not mesh with the rest of the build. If anything, she should have gone, if she wanted health, she should have gone with what you call it, Immortal Shield Bow. That would have been the better. Shield Bow definitely would have been a better buy. But I think she did that because she didn't want to go the Bloodthirster route. She wanted to do the Collector. And the Muramana, which is fine. So at this point, I'm TPing in. And I'm giant, and I just walk around, and I annoy people. And I go, no, you do not kill. You do not kill my misfortune. You get chomped instead. And I'm just silencing people, doing what I can to knock them up, and I'm just walking around being a giant hassle. That's my whole job. And through all that fight, I'm at full health. I am at 6601 health. Like, I have zero fear of anybody. Or anything. Like, they just cannot injure me at this point. And we had to do that TP in. And we're able to close it out. We kept the MF alive. She was able to get the full channel off. We did the knockup, we saved the Kassadin, and we got the win. So, that is a top lane game. If you don't know what to play top, granted, like, champs like Cho'gath and Malphite, they're not the most glamorous. They don't have, like, a billion dashes and animation canceling and all these fancy parries or wall jumps and all this kind of other shit. Which, looks awesome if you can pull it off, but I can't pull it off. I'm old and slow and I have terrible reflexes. Oh, and I did finally actually full build my Frozen Heart. 400 mana, 20 more haste, plus the 80 armor. Reduces attack speed to everybody by 20%, and reduces damage by 30. I was barely in that fight because I just built it, so I got to reduce like 178 damage, which is fine. We did some, but again with the Thornmail, nobody's targeting me, or at least they shouldn't be. We barely got to do any damage to champs because just nobody wanted to fight me. A lot of current bonus health. And Gargoyles, I never even had to press the shield a single time in any of those fights. Not once. Just didn't matter. We had just about 2,000 bonus health off of the feast stacks from the ult. Only 4 minions, but yet somehow 6 champs with it. Why not, right? So yeah, there's that's how we sort of play it out. If you don't know what to play, just play a non-overly challenging pure tank and just get in the way of everybody and be annoying. And Cho is amazing for it because you just keep getting bigger. And if somebody screws up and gets too close to you, you press R and you do damn near 1100 plus damage to them in one shot. Now, if I would have gone instead of Gargoyles, if I would have built Deadmans, or Force of Nature. Or Spirit Visage, right? Now we're looking at 450 more health. Alt goes up in damage again. I go, okay, well that was fun. Maybe let's go with another tank style item. Let's, instead of doing Frozen Heart, let's do Dead Man's. Well, that's 400 health again. At that point, with that extra 800 health plus the stacks, Alt's going to be doing 1300 damage. And if you look at the fact that, you know, our Misfortune at 2000, that's significant. It means that, like, somebody hits them, you just flash R and they're gone, and then you win the fight if they're fed, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this sort of top lane. I mean, there's a lot of things I could have done better. I think I was okay with the warding. I could have done better warding. Realistically, though, most of what my focus was preventing that Renekton from being a problem. Because if Renekton is able to join and be as strong as a Hecarim and can dive into the back line against our very squishy Lux Misfortune, or even get big enough to really threaten that Cassidy to be able to one-pop him, we lose the game, right? So, got to be able to keep him from being a threat, because Renekton's no longer just the early game only champ he used to be. Not with Gorge Rinker and the rest of the items you can put on. So he was able to get a bunch of healing off of it, but I just was as annoying as humanly possible. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If not, kindly fuck off. Oh, and for the record, let's pop this up here. Still did more damage than the Renekton. I wasn't completely useless. I was not completely useless. If we're looking at damage taken, I didn't even take the most, because they just didn't want to deal with me. They just did not want to deal with me. And I mitigated 51,000 damage. Yep, pretty alright with it. If we're looking at true damage to champions, the grit is definitely going to do it. For just some ignites, basically. This is just ignite numbers and a little red buff burn. But yeah, alright. Catch you guys later. Enjoy the chat. Bye.